Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick introduction to QuickBooks for spring 2024. So right here is your course. Now I've opened up into the modules, but you will open up into the home page, which the home page is the syllabus page. Just FYI. This is telling you what textbook you need. Now, what I want you to do is make sure you get this textbook and you get registered for QuickBooks. That's the most important thing. Be careful. Do not begin working on the QuickBooks until I say, okay, we're going to start chapter 1 until I say start, which is January 22nd. Granted, it's a week, but this is a timed subscription. And I don't want you having issues at the end of the semester where your subscription has timed out. So I'm just being very, just very particular. So up here, I have some information, and down here is all your homework. So I already have this set up for you. I'm also going to have, in reference to your introduction register, so this tells you exactly what you need to do for every week. And at the end, here will be your finals. So what I want you to do is I want you to get registered. That's what this first week is all about. Get registered, make sure you have access to the QuickBooks ebook, and make sure you have access to Intuit, which is QuickBooks Online. And I'll give you the instructions for all of that. It's very easy. It's not hard. You just need to follow the instructions. So let me go ahead and come over here. You always know announcements are going to be up here. I have everything modules. I've kind of set this up just a tad bit different, trying to make it just a little bit easier for you. So this is where you're going to find, when I post this video, this is where you're going to find the video. This is your weekly schedule. This is telling you exactly what I just told you on the front page, the syllabus. I'm just being redundant here so you can find it in multiple areas. Come back over here. Assessment points. So you're going to be able to see, what I'm grading. Okay, and let's come back over here. And then I have course information, which gives you some bits and pieces about what's happening in this class. It's telling you the textbook. It has some links for you. These are basic links that the college provides. So I just want you to have all that information. So let's get into more important stuff. So, well, not as important, but this is FAQs. So if you have any questions, please see this. That'll help you out. Chapter, I'm going to go ahead and throw this page up. So this page is going to open and it's going to tell you exactly what I want you to do. It's giving you your begin and your end date. It tells you when the homework is due. It's telling you what I'd like you to do. You're not going to be posting or working in any QuickBooks files until chapter 3. So in chapter 1 and 2, you're going to have just some little bit of homework. Not a big deal. It's multiple choice, true and false, maybe some matching. So it just kind of acclimates you into QuickBooks. So that's what's happening there. Let me go ahead and move over to another page. Let's go to chapter 3 so you can see what's happening there. So right here, chapter 3, and you notice we do have plenty of time. I did want to establish plenty of time so that you're not rushing at the end of the semester, which be very careful because I do not accept late work. So make sure you get this information in. It's not hard at all. So you can see here, now this is more detailed and I give you access where you can get directly to the assignments where you're going to be uploading your documents. Over here, those are just going to be homework questions. These here, you're going to be uploading documents. Not hard at all, okay? You just need to complete that. So that is what's going to be happening with your QuickBooks. Please note that once you start a company for your homework, I'm going to do 2 of them. So you've got your what they call your practice company, and then you're going to have the 2 companies that will be working with your homework for the rest of the semester. That's case 1 and case 3. Okay, so there's 3 companies right there. So whatever you do, make sure you have the answers correct before you continue on to the next chapter. And it's really quite easy to find out if you have the correct answers. I'm going to just show you how to do that. So I'm going to click over here. So this is your ebook. Your ebook, I have basically taken the information and I have put it into your homework saying, okay, attach this file, do this, do this, do this. But you're going to find the same information or the same request here in your chapters. So I'm going to come over here to chapter 3, and what's going to happen here? Okay, we're going to go to overview. It's going to ask you to pull up a previous company. I want to say it's Wild River or something like that. Well, it'll pull it up eventually. There we go. You began this chapter 2, Wild Water. There we go. And so it's going to ask you to continue to work with this, and it's going to take you through everything step by step by step. This is the practice. This is how QuickBooks is going to teach you. It's going to teach you by doing. You're going to follow these steps to the T, exactly what they say. I mean, they really literally tell you, click on A, click enter. It's very simplistic. And that's what you're going to be doing for this practice company. Now, let me go, where am I? Chapter 1, 2, 3, down here, questions. I've kind of mixed these up a little bit, but these are the questions you're going to find in Canvas. And here's the cases. This is the most important. Now, you're going to have, like I said, 2 different companies, one for case 1 and one for case 3. You will use that throughout the rest of the semester. And so it's telling you exactly what you need to do. Here's case 1. It says, hey, we want you to go in here and you need to modify your settings as follows. And it just takes you directly step by step by step. And you're creating some new accounts. You can see I'm on 5. Okay. Look right here. There's a trial balance. If your trial balance differs from 3.21, you need to go back and double check and see what you did wrong. Because that's what I'm going to be looking at for your homework. When you're going to be uploading your trial balance as well as the transaction report. Now, one of the things I want to tell you about computerized accounting in general, if you have to fix a mistake, I don't care. Fix your mistake. Just because you have an extra transaction, because you're going back in and fixing something that you entered incorrectly, I'm not going to count that against you. That does not bother me. What that tells me is that you are looking at this information and you are using your critical thinking skills and fixing your mistake, and you're managing up. You're not having me tell you to fix it. You're doing it automatically. And that's important, because if you think that I have never made a mistake, I can tell you I have. And I've had to go in and do an adjusting journal entry to correct my mistake. And that's okay. We all make mistakes. It's all about fixing those mistakes. So when you go in here, check that out. Make sure everything is true and correct to the best of your knowledge, okay? Make sure you have those same numbers. I'm looking for this right here, that 81 million. So then you're going to attach the reports, and that's it. One of the easiest ways that I find to correct my mistakes is just to journal. You'll find out how to journal a couple chapters down the road, but if you want to use your help button in QuickBooks, use your help button, and it'll tell you exactly what to do to journal. Sometimes you can even go back in, not in chapter 3 because you're setting up beginning balances, but sometimes you can go back in and go to that transaction and correct your mistake. Just for your knowledge, please note that in advanced QuickBooks courses, this is not one of those. You could essentially, if you are the administrator, go in and see who did what in what area of QuickBooks. And if let's say that you have a clerk who goes in and makes some changes to an audit, a previous transaction, you'll see that they did that. And then you can go and double check to see if that was something they should have done or should not have done. So, just some things for you guys to think about. So, I'm gonna continue to talk throughout, and I'll have little videos on tips on what I think and whatnot. I'm not going to walk through the process because you're walking through this process 3 times in each chapter. And then your final is, in your appendix, there's gonna be case 1 and case 3 again. I'm trying to keep everything consistent so you don't have to recreate the wheel, not will, anyhow. So that is just kind of what I want you guys to, know about this chapter. Always, when it tells you to double check your balances, double check up here. Note that sometimes if I see a difference in your trial balance, I may go look at your transaction accounts just to see what you did incorrectly. But for the most part, I'm expecting you, once this is correct, I'm going to assume there's nothing wrong with this. So just want you guys to know. So anyhow, so welcome to spring 2024. I hope I have set this up all nice and pretty for you so that you can have a blast with QuickBooks. Very, very, very easy program to use and to learn. It's not going to take you any time to move within the SIS software program. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to stop the recording of this, and I'm going to set this up to be finished up in YouTube. And I will see you come January. I can't remember when you're coming back to class. I think it's the 16th or the 17th. I'll see you then.